Right, folks. Now, I'm lost for words in a way about this, because as you've seen from the thumbnail and the thumb title, what I've not even created yet, I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. It probably is something like Britain Has Fallen. And I'm not just blaming this government at the moment. I'm blaming previous governments. I'm blaming the fucking woke, fucking tolerant, fucking idiots who live amongst us, who see no harm in anybody in this country. And that's not just illegal immigrants coming here on boats. This is just in general of what this country has become, and the further down the shithole it's going, because people are they want to be friends with everybody. They want to accept everybody. They don't see any bad in anybody. Now, I was going through Facebook yesterday and X, formerly known as Twitter. And in the news, excuse me, I've got a bit of a dried up nose, been working in a cellar. And in the news, there was I nearly said a YouTube passenger. It could have been a YouTube passenger, because YouTubers video absolutely fucking everything. Well, I don't do it so much, but fucking hell, I'd have videoed opening a packet of crisps fucking years ago. Nah, it's just fucking, I can't be doing it. Anyway, YouTube passengers attack naked man who exposed himself in front of children. This is in the Standard, right? YouTube passengers attack a naked man. Do you realise who's wrote this fucking? Sammy Quadri, right? Do you realise how fucking stupid that sounds? YouTube passengers attack a naked man. They don't attack him, do they? They try to get him out of the fucking way. They try to make him pull his fucking pants up so he ain't got his cock hanging out. They didn't attack. What? You fucking... He exposed himself and he's fucking needed putting in his place. So that's the Standard. But what I'm gonna read it off the Mail, because I know it'll wind the fucking lefties up on here. It's quite funny, really. Vigilante tube passengers face arrests over assault of a naked man on the tube after they took law into their hands when he dropped his trousers on a packed carriage. Commuters who took the law into their own hands when a tube passenger dropped his trousers in a packed London, Sadiq Khan. London, is that your fucking patch? Sir Sadiq Khan. I think that's your fucking patch, isn't it, Buttercup? The Mail can reveal today. British Transport Police, BTP, well, thank you for that fucker, believe the naked man who has since been detained under the Mental Health Act, here we go, Mental Health Act, was assaulted on the District Line in East London. Up to 4 men stepped in when he repeatedly refused to pull his pants up at 3:30 p.m. I mean, it's bad enough dropping your drawers at 3:30 a.m. But 3:30 p.m. when you've got kids and it's holiday time with mothers, what the fuck is going off? He was pinned to the floor and carried off the train before being arrested by an off-duty police officer. So in theory then, them blokes were helping the fucking copper, weren't they? So really, they should be given a reward. But detectives are probing whether the vigilantes committed any criminal offence in the confrontation after he refused to pull up his pants. So he's dropped his pants, he's got his weapon out, weapon is a slang for his cock, waving it about, and they are investigating if the blokes who kicked him off the train have done anything wrong. The man has been the man had been assaulted by a number of other passengers and was initially arrested by an off-duty police officer before being detained on the Mental Health Act. An investigation is ongoing. the Daily Mail revealed how he began yelling after the eastbound train travelling from Upton Park and East Ham. He then dropped his trousers and put his belt round his neck. His bottom and his genitals were on show, sparking anger and revulsion around him on the train, which was busy with children who were on their summer holidays. A passenger stood up and quickly confronted him. He politely and firmly told him, "You need to get off the train." But the man began repeatedly shouting, "Fuck off." The commuter's response was, "What do you mean, fuck off? You need to get off the fucking train." Now there are kids on here. Footage of the incident shows up to 4 men kicking and punching the naked man who was hit with his belt. The video was then cut to him being pinned to the floor of the carriage. Off-duty police officer. It is another horrifying incident. The tube, on the tube, which is run by Sadiq Khan. It's just getting out of hand. You know, on Thursday, a group of men surrounded the man, exposing himself. A scuffle broke out. The naked man was the naked man was shown trying hit them with his belt, and the group then punched and kicked him. The men snatched his belt away and pinned him to the floor while putting his arms behind his back with his trousers still round his ankles. Passengers then yelled, "Get him off." He was arrested. It's just getting out of hand. And the thing is now, the police are going to... They will go after those lads who basically were trying to protect women and children. You don't want some bloke, and the other thing is now, the mental health card is always used. It's always fucking used. And if he has got mental health, why was he off his fucking, why was he off his rocker in a fucking train? Why isn't, you see, this is the problem we've got at the moment in time. Everybody should be tolerant of everybody. We're all being told to accept. You've got these silly fucking idiots walking around dressed as dogs on the knees, and people say you've got to accept it. No, you can't accept it. There is mental health issues amongst this country, and it needs fucking sorting, yeah? Nottingham, few years back, bloke was fucking schizo, went and stabbed people and drove a transit and everything. We need to start getting a grasp of what is actually happening. Instead of giving fucking money all over the place to Ukraine and fucking Israel and wherever, yeah, we need to start putting money back into our own country and look at, if this bloke is mentally ill, somebody should fall on the sword for this, because if he's mentally ill and he's been allowed out, there has been signs of him doing this before. You don't just get your fucking cock out in the middle of a train without some kind of history. It's one thing doing it when you're fucking pissed out your head, yeah, and fucking having a laugh with the lads and all that, but this bloke is fucking dangerous, and he should have been locked up in a padded cell with fucking Hannibal Lecter. I know Hannibal Lecter's a fictitious character, but, you know, but no, and I want to go on. Right, I want to go on because, well, the other thing is, I made some notes. What I also want to say is that I know you can't go around just beating people up for the sake of it, right? You don't just go and pick on the fucking village idiot and say he's got mental health issues, beat him up. What I'm saying is, when somebody is like this, people need defending. There could have been, well, there was kids on there. There were kids on there who do not want to see a fucking 12-inch cock being waved around. Women, some women, I'm not saying it had happened, but some women could have been sexually assaulted in their past, and it could have triggered fucking memories of anything. We need to start protecting the public, yeah? Law-abiding citizens, can we please start protecting them? Now, I read the other day that someone assaulted co-op staff, right? Let's bring this one up. Oh, fuck off. Let's bring this one up. Open. Right, here we go. Shop horror, man 52 dies after attacking co-op workers and being restrained by a shopper as cops make arrest. Cops urgently urge any witnesses who had any information to come forward immediately. A 52-year-old man has died after being restrained following, sounded like fucking Jive Bunny then, didn't I? After being restrained following a violent incident inside a co-op. The man is alleged to have assaulted members of staff in the shop, in Tor Point, Cornwall on Wednesday, August the 6th. Police arrived around 4:45 when he repeatedly hurled abuse at shoppers at the front of the store on 4th Street. The man was restrained by a customer but became unresponsively shortly afterwards, said police. The 52-year-old was rushed to hospital in critical condition, but cops have since confirmed the man died in hospital on Saturday, August the 9th. He lived a few days then, didn't he? Got his family round, say bye to you, and no doubt they were probably on Facebook saying what a wonderful guy he was, lit up the room wherever he went, and he will be surely missed. He has been bailed, and so this bloke who detained him, restrained him, has been bailed until November the 1st while further inquiries are being carried out. Spokespersons for the force said a 52-year-old man has died in hospital following an incident in Tor Point. Police are, so that's another one, you see. Somebody has seen somebody being attacked, whether it was physically or verbally, in a shop worker, a person who goes to work. My daughter works in a shop. If I found that somebody were doing that to my daughter, this is the problem, see. You can't say what you would do because there's people watching, and people would phone the police up, and then the people would be knocking at my fucking door. The police would be knocking at my door, and that's it, you see, because this is... We've had free speech in this country for a very long time, and it may continue. May continue. Or did he say, may it continue? It may continue. Bollocks. The man from Tor Point was treated by paramedics, taken to hospital. Sadly, he died. Is it sad? Once again, a 52-year-old doing that kind of thing. You don't just fucking walk into a shop and think, I'm going to fucking rob this place. I'm going to hurl abuse or whatever, do you? Perhaps he wasn't robbing. Perhaps he didn't want to pay fucking £2 for a bottle of Coke on a fucking meal deal, which is fair enough. But you don't go abusing the staff. They go in there to work, to provide for the family. They don't need some fucking idiot going in and fucking abusing them. And then, right, so then... and then, what'll happen is, this bloke who fucking restrained him, who helped the staff out, is doing the basically... See, what is happening is, the public are now doing the police's job, aren't they? Because the police aren't there, and yeah, I can blame the Tories, I'll blame the Tories, yeah, for underfunding, cuts and all this, but it also goes down to the fact that our law system is completely fucking bollocks, and we don't punish people enough. I'm a big fan of boot camps. I'd fucking love to bring boot camps back, yeah? You commit a crime, you get locked up in a boot camp for 3 years minimum, right? 3 years minimum. You get, I don't know, you probably get one chance to, on your second chance, you go to boot camp. You get them smashing rocks, cleaning coal, peeling potatoes, peeling carrots, getting in the dishes, clearing the ditches. You put them in there. And if anybody says, oh, we had them, Germany had them in the 30s and the 40s. No, they fucking didn't. They had concentration camps where they fucking executed people for being a religion. Pretty much people want that happen to nowadays. They're all out there protesting. But what you do is you put them in. The prison and all these youth centres is too fucking soft. It's too fucking soft. I don't care about rehabilitation. I want punishment. I want people go, oh, but Dave, they've got to be rehabilitated. No, you ain't. You ain't got to be rehabilitated. It's just fucking stupid. Our politicians, right from that prick in number 10, right down to our local councillor, Jul Mahar in Loughborough, who's all he does. I just don't get that fucking idiot. Fortunately, there's a Bangladeshi community in Loughborough that keep him in power. But they need to wake the fuck up and sort this out. We've got to start taking the fucking streets back for law-abiding citizens who go about their everyday business. Now, my next point and my final point is that these fucking gangs of youths that roam our street, and this is really where we do need to bring boot camps in. I saw something the other day where about 8 of these fucking lads, all dressed in fucking North Face gear or Nike or Under Armour, they all walk into Greggs, right? They've all got the fucking hoods up and the things on, and they just go in and raid the shelves. They just take everything, yeah? Crisp, pop, sausage rolls, fucking anything, yeah? Funny how they don't touch the fucking salad bar though, isn't it? bit like me. But they just go in there and they just take everything. Everything that they can grab. It's like fucking supermarket sweep with Dale Winton, God bless him. But they go into Primark. I seen them the other day, there were loads in Primark. Just take, what the fucking hell are you doing in Primark? Why are you getting a criminal record from nicking in Primark? Just go in and buy it, it's fucking cheap enough. And they go in mobile shops and they take the fucking phones and everything. But the phones, surely the phones get locked up and stuff. These are right, block all the phones up that are in there. What the fuck? And they just go in there and take what they want, where people normal just go in and fucking buy what they want after working hard. And it's always, they employ these fucking security guards. And you see them and the security guards are just stopping them because they've had instructions of not to tackle the fucking criminals. Don't tackle them, it's not worth it, leave it, don't matter. Yeah, it is. It is worth it. There's always, you see these videos of people robbing these shops. Nine times out of 10, that's probably a big exaggeration. 9 times out of 10, over-exaggerating, because that's what I do. But you'll see some fucking Doris, won't you? Some old dear who's worked there for fucking God knows how many years and he's fed up with people coming in and taking everything out the shop while she's getting up at fucking 5 in the morning to go and fucking earn a few fucking quid. Well, these scumbags, yeah, I'll probably get done for that. I saw something the other day. Who said scumbags? Somebody wrote scumbags on a notice in his shop and somebody had to go around and tell him he can't put scumbags. Freedom of speech. We've had freedom of speech in this country for a very long time, and it might continue. Fuck it, you're not having it. We're taking your free speech away. Yeah, so they go in and they're earning stuff, and it's like these scumbags are just going in and fucking taking things, and it's not on. And this government starts to take less interest in world affairs. Couldn't give a fuck about Ukraine. Honestly couldn't. I couldn't give a fuck about Ukraine or bloody Russia or Palestine or Israel or Gaza Strip or whatever's happening in South America or whatever's happening in North America or Canada or wherever. Couldn't give a fuck. Not bothered. I don't live there. I'm never going to them places. I honestly couldn't care less, right? You ask a normal person in the street, what do you think should come first? And it'll be this country. It'll be this country. Let's get this fucking place sorted out. And Margaret Thatcher said that. Margaret Thatcher said that to sort your own problems out first, and then you can help everybody else. Because until you've sorted your own problems out, you can't fucking tell anybody else what to do. So when these kids are going into Greggs, right, what I say now, all these shops, you can get these little tins of spray, right? You can remember, we had all these tins, didn't we, during COVID? Everybody was fucking lathering their hands up with this fucking stuff, right? You should have, every security guard should have a tin of fucking spray, that dye that stays in your clothes for weeks. So when they're standing at the door and some little scrote who's about 15 comes in his North fucking Face coat that's worth about 250 quid, yeah, and he picks it up and he's walking and he's not paid, spray him. Just fucking spray it over him. And then when he gets home, hopefully his parents will say, what's this fucking shit on your coat? It's paint, dye, just went in and robbed a few sausage rolls out of Greggs. And that was my kid, right? That was my kid. I can't say once again what I do because we had free speech in this country, but we don't have it anymore. If that was my kid, that kid will be severely punished, yeah? Because I do not want my kid to be a criminal. Yeah, I don't want my kid to be a thief, and my kid isn't a thief or a criminal because I fucking brought her up properly. Yeah, I'm not dragged her up like some of these fucking scroats that are walking the streets now. So my message is here is that our politicians have really, really got to wake up. We've got men getting their cocks out on the fucking trains, and then we are looking to punish the people who kicked him off the train because they were protecting women and children. That was one of the main things of life, weren't it? Men should protect women and children. That's why men went to war in WW1 and WW2. To protect the women and the children. Now, we're just letting the fucking lunatics walk the streets. We've got no fucking idea who's walking the street. Now, there's going to be some comments. People, please. Now, I don't normally do this. Because no doubt there'll be some fucking idiots in the comments having a go at me over this, right? Now, I would say there's probably going to be about 95, 98% people who agree with me, because the people who agree with me are people like who watch Angry Bootneck and all those kind of people, yeah? Silver Fox, Preston Journalist, they're that kind of people who lean towards the right and the right way of life. Now, some people in here will disagree with me because they're fucking boneless fucking dickheads, they're clueless, yeah? Like I said at the beginning, they only see good in people, and when there isn't any good to seeing them, yeah? Just go through the comments and reply to some of the fucking idiots that have a go at me. I don't need any backup, I don't need any help or anything like that. I'm big enough, I'm broad-shouldered enough, my skin's thick enough, I've got a fine backbone, apart from when it's bending over and doing work. Getting old, knees are fucked, yeah? Just go through and have a look at some of the comments and try and find the ones that are fucking defending these loons, these kids, yeah? And these people who commit crime. Just try and find them and leave them a little message. Let's show them who's fucking other ideas and let's show them who's right. Okay, folks, laters.